अपने रिसेप्शन कमेटी, जिनके मार्गदर्शन पे पिछले 2 महीने से इस महोत्सव को सफल बनाने के लिए कार्य किया जा रहा है, उनके सदस्यों का फेलिसिटेशन करना चाहूँगा। इस क्रम में सबसे पहले मैं श्री सौम्या दत्ता को बुलाना और श्री संजीव एस को मैं मंच पे बुलाना चाहूँगा, जो श्री सौम्या दत्ता का वो फेलिसिटेट करें।
Light is a symbol of brightness and prosperity as it expels darkness and brings happiness. Like every other auspicious occasion, let's start this event by conducting the customary lamp lighting ceremony. For seeking the choicest blessings, I invite our inaugurator, Dr. Ashish Banerjee, Honorable Minister, Agriculture Department, Government of West Bengal, to please kindle the lamp. I also request and invite all the distinguished dignitaries on the dais to assist for the same.
Thank you, Chandan and Mustaqim. You have been doing a wonderful job. At the very outset, I'd like to accord a very warm welcome to all present in this August auditorium on the occasion of the 11th Triennial Conference of All India Rural Bank Officers Federation. You're all aware that the regional rural banks over the last 4 decades have been playing a stellar role in taking forward the green revolution of the late 60s. They have reached out to the marginalized section of the society. And whatever development that has been taking place throughout the country, especially in West Bengal, in the eastern parts of the country, the regional rural banks have been playing a stellar role. Now, we are looking for support. We are looking to mobilize support to maintain their existence as a special entity for service to the society, for taking India, this country forward, to focus on agriculture, the millions who are involved in this particular sector, and the government on one hand, we find the government is focusing on agriculture, on the other, on the contrary, they're trying to wind up the regional rural banks who have been providing such stellar service over the last so many years. And most of the banks have almost single-digit NPA, unlike their public sector counterparts, even the private sector banks, because they're not saddled with the debts of corporate defaulters who are trying to make a backdoor entry by acquiring these banks and make a foray in the Indian banking system. So I'm certain the deliberations of our respected esteemed minister, our respected Dr. Oviru Sarkar, and of course our own leadership will guide a way how to combat the challenges ahead. And we have to involve not only 10 lakh bank employees cannot take this battle forward unless we are joined by all sections of the society, all strata of the society. So we urge upon all of you to take this movement forward, to build an opinion, to provide outstanding service to the people who need it most. And I wish this 11th Triennial Conference an outstanding success. Once again, I'd like to accord a very warm welcome to all who are present in this August auditorium. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We feel really privileged to have your supervision and backing with us at all times. Without you, all this wouldn't have been possible. And now I would like to invite a senior leader who is the face of AIRRBOF. He has traveled all across the country, from Darjeeling to Bhubaneswar, from Raipur to Rajkot, from the northeast to the south, and many more, sometimes even not in the very best conditions of his health. And he spoke at length on the gamut of the problems and the approach to be adopted to save the public sector banks and RRBs. He deliberated at length the national level development, putting up details of salary revision and pension in regional and rural banks. He also laid stress on united fight for achieving our demands of reasonable salary revision and pension at par. He is none other than Sri Shyamol Kanti Bhattacharya, General Secretary, All India Regional Rural Bank Officers Federation. He is also a senior advisor of AIBOC. I invite him and request him to please deliver his introductory speech.
Good evening, everybody. We have on the dais Professor Ashish Banerjee, Honorable Minister of Agriculture, Government of West Bengal. We had with us in the rally Sri Shapon Devnath, Honorable Minister of State for MECME and our departments, Government of West Bengal, who will be joining us any moment. We have with us Dr. Oviru Sarkar, an eminent economist and a close follower of the banking development, with whom we have a great rapport in protecting the public sector character of the Indian banks. We have in our midst two eminent leaders of AIBOC, President Comrade Dilip Kumar Saha, who happens to be also the General Secretary of the All India Punjab National Bank Officers Association, and Comrade D.T. Franco, who is very popularly called as Franco, who happens to be the General Secretary of the All India Bank Officers Confederation. And with his stint of a very little time, he has popularized himself as a trained philosopher and guide of all officers and employees working in the banking industry, and who also happens to be the President of All India State Bank Officers Federation. My colleagues from the state of West Bengal, Comrade Soumya Datta, an eminent leader, a good speaker, and a great foresight, and Comrade Das from the Bank of India Officer Association, who is the State Secretary from the state of West Bengal, Sanjay Das, and Comrade Deepankar, who is Vice President, Senior Vice President of All India Eco Bank Officers Federation, and all our comrades from this particular RRB and from all over the country. Our comrades have already started the work. They have already started a grand beginning of this Triennial Conference, 11th Triennial Conference, and I will like to introduce our federation to all of you, especially to the distinguished guests on the dais. Before I go on this particular job, I have the privilege to read before you a message received from none other than Srimati Mamata Banerjee, popularly called Didi of West Bengal, who has given a message to whom we have met at her residence and who blessed us with a grand conference. AIRRBF believes in democratic principles, participative management, and harmonious industrial relations. AIRRBF firmly believes that in today's scene of commercialization, even for rural banking, it is the only option left by the Government of India to merge the RRBs with the mainstream public sector banks. This would enable strengthening the banking scenario all over the country. Thank you all.
थैंक यू सर। वेस्ट बंगाल मुख्यतः अपने कृषि की उत्पादन क्षमता के लिए जाना जाता है। अकॉर्डिंग टू सोर्स 71,23,000 किसान यहाँ खेती से अपना जीवन यापन करते हैं, जिसमें अप्रॉक्स 96% छोटे और मझोले किस्म के किसान हैं। ये अपनी उत्पादन क्षमता को और भी प्रदर्शित करता है जब वो सब्जी और धान में पूरे देश में उत्पादन क्षमता में पहला स्थान रखता है। आलू के उत्पादन में ये पूरे देश में दूसरा स्थान रखता है। ये उपलब्धियां हमें गौरवान्वित महसूस कराती हैं। अब इनॉग्रल एड्रेस के दूसरे इस क्रम में मैं यहाँ के कृषि मंत्री डॉक्टर आशीष बनर्जी को बुलाना चाहूँगा मंच पे। सर कृपया आएँ और अपना बहुमूल्य विचार रखें।
Namaskar. Respected Chairman, an eminent economist and Chairman West Bengal Infrastructure Development and Finance Corporation, and distinguished guests on the dais and off the dais, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a pleasure to be here this evening and to be able to address such an exalted gathering. It is all the more remarkable as this house comprises delegates and observers who have assembled here from all over the country. Instead of being a guest, it is my turn to be a host and to welcome you all to the state of West Bengal. As you may already be well aware, our state has successfully overcome the stagnation and backwardness of the past and has forged ahead on the path of economic recovery and inclusive growth under the exemplary leadership of our beloved Chief Minister, Srimati Mamata Banerjee. During our relatively short journey, we have effectively fought forces of disintegration and disruption. Our state has emerged as an excellent business destination offering super infrastructure, social and political stability, and a young and well-trained workforce. Tremendous progress has already been achieved in the field of agriculture and allied activities and micro, small and medium enterprises. There is a spark in the setting up of expansion of large industries and with voluminous inflow of private capital. The future augurs well for our state. In the sphere of rural development, among others, SHGs have proliferated throughout the nooks and corners of our state, and I must mention that the regional rural banks of our state have played the lead role in the regard. When one of your organizers, Sri Srijan Kumar Pal, had initially approached me for attending today's conference, I had not the slightest inkling that the conference would have such a pan-India character and dimension, and to tell you frankly, I had my misgivings, but now I feel that I would have missed such a unique opportunity of interacting with you and all had I turned down the offer. Friends, like all other sectors of national economy, the banking sector also felt the crippling effect of demonetization. To add to their woes, a huge chunk of bank resources has been locked up in NPS. The big corporate and other such entities have misutilized and siphoned off borrowed funds, causing a vast drainage of our national wealth. Protecting and upholding national integration, preserving the social fabric and promoting cultural diversity are very vital to our country. The fruits of material progress must trickle down to the lowermost rungs, the weaker sections of our population. Otherwise, there can be no true progress and our country would be ravaged by forces of disruption. Friends, this conference of All India Regional Rural Bank Officers Federation, which I understand is the largest body of RRB officers, is actually a celebration of the determination, dedication and hard work that you must be performing in the remotest corners of our country. As the branches of RRBs are located in the predominantly rural and semi-urban areas, many of you have to forego the various civic amenities and facilities. It is solely through your dedicated effort that RRBs have carved out a special niche in the financial sector and have transformed themselves into a most vital tool for rural development. I therefore fully trust and hope that during your deliberations you will also bear in mind the cherished ideals of national harmony and inclusive growth. I wish your conference a glorious success. I hope that your stay, although short, will be a most pleasant one. Once again, I extend to all of you a hearty welcome and thank you for giving me the opportunity of interacting with you and addressing you on this momentous occasion. Thank you.
थैंक यू सो मच सर फॉर योर मोटिवेटिंग आइडियाज़। अब मैं जिन्हें बुलाना चाहता हूं वो हमारे स्पेशल गेस्ट आज के इस शाम के हैं। वो सेंसिबल और कमिटेड सीनियर ट्रेड यूनियन लीडर भी हैं। वो अपनी विजनिटी के लिए जाने जाते हैं। वो नाम श्री दिलीप साहा, प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ ऑल इंडिया बैंक ऑफिसर्स कन्फेडरेशन एंड ऑल्सो द जनरल सेक्रेटरी ऑल इंडिया पंजाब नेशनल बैंक ऑफिसर्स एसोसिएशन। सर प्लीज वेलकम।